Dear girls, we are happy to continue our course. In the last lesson, we studied the growth of tango from 1870 to World War I, when tango arrived in Paris and from Paris came to all over Europe. Then we studied a second wave of the tango, when Argentine dance arrived in the USA and Japan. Do you remember? We are sure about it. Today we are going to study the tango during World War I, examine the foremost orchestras, the tango lyric, the leading lyricists, and the leading vocalists, and the immortal tango myth, Carlos Gardel. Thank you for watching. Buon tango a tutte voi, da Damian e Donatella. Of the World War I, Argentines living in Paris returned to Buenos Aires. The tango the exiles brought back from Paris was not the one that had left Buenos Aires, but the sanitized version that had been adopted in Europe and North America. Argentines had difficulty recognizing it. But to secure acceptance by respectable Buenos Aires society, the first version of the tango made adjustments to the new style. The informal dance duels between men were transformed into a partnered dance, and men continued to practice with men throughout the next decade. Different styles emerged in various neighborhoods, leading to fierce competition among the men, who took the tango more and more seriously and practiced in academies. Tango was still most important in the lower class neighborhoods, where it continued to be improvised, and the goals of elegance and grace became universal.
The first generation of tango players was called Old Guard. The first tangos were improvised on primitive and portable instruments, flute, guitar, and violin. The bandoneon arrived at the end of the 19th century. When the number of dancers grow in the dance halls, the numbers of instruments also grow to give more volume to the music. In 1920, Julio De Caro formed his sextet. He introduced new and original concepts from classical music. His sextet and music inspired a new generation of young musicians, among whom Osvaldo Pugliese and later Astor Piazzolla stood out.
The first music did not have the haunting sadness to the tunes that later became the signature of tango lyrics in depicting the depressing life of the Arrabales. There was not an attempt to set words to music in verses, telling a story or describing a situation. The subject matter of the early lyrics was frequently that of the brutal and crude to the point of obscenity. With the influx of European immigrants, the nature of lyrics changed. The songs written by the literate Italians come to represent the problems and cares of the immigrants, rather than those of gauchos and blacks living among them. The changes they brought to lyrics were profound and changed the perception of tango forever.